So Benson, you beat this guy twice. What does this do for you? Would you have accepted this fight had it been brought to you, say, months ago, or is this just something that you had to take? I mean, does this do
anybody, anytime, anywhere? It doesn't matter. 155, I'll take on anybody tonight. I'll take on whoever tonight. I'll take on Cowboy on Sunday. It doesn't matter to me. Next.
I feel like you were going to fight him a third time one day anyways, now that you guys are in the UFC, and it's been so long.
That's a good question. I do feel that Cowboy was on such an upswing. He's a good fighter. I thought he was one of the best fighters at 55 for a long time. I knew if he kept on winning, I kept on winning. I was planning on doing that. He keeps up his side of the bargain. I knew we were going to meet up again, yeah.
Do you feel like there's things that you can, I mean, do you go back and look at those first two fights? Are there things you take from them, or is it everything different now for both of you guys?
For the most part, everything's different. He's a better fighter than he was before. I think I'm a better fighter than I was before. He does the same stuff, but he does it better. He hasn't really changed his tactics. He's not like a wrestler now. He was a great kickboxer before, but now he throws karate kicks. None of that. He's still the same fighter, but he's a lot better. You know,
is he smarter about the game now than he was before? Do you think? Is that part of it?
I'm sure he's smarter. Yeah, I'm not gonna say he's not smarter. I'm sure he's smarter. What I noticed is that he's the same fighter, just better at it. He has the better combinations. Throws his hands to his leg kicks. Sets up his leg kick. He does a good job overall. You could say he's smarter. I'm not saying he's not smarter.
Because of his improvement, a lot of people are now saying that he's gotten a lot better. Where maybe you have stayed at the same level, even though it is at the top end of the division. Do you see where that momentum could come into the fight for him because he's on such a hot streak?
Well, I think
people are saying because you bet him before and he has improved a lot since then, but you are still at the top of your game. You think that the underdog could work for this weekend?
I'm not really understanding, but it's fine. But you know, that being said, he's on a 6, 7, 5. He's on a 5-fight win streak. He's doing a good job. He has improved from our last time we faced off. That was how many years ago? WC 48, however many years ago, 2010 that was, so 4 or 5 years ago. So obviously he has gotten better. I do believe obviously I've gotten better, so we'll see who the better man is come Sunday night.
Where have you gotten better in the last time you
Say again?
Where do you think you've gotten better?
I think I've gotten better everywhere. I think I've worked on my wrestling, worked on my stand-up, my boxing, worked on my Muay Thai, literally everything. You can't neglect any part of your game. Whatever you neglect, that's going to be your weakness, and that's what your opponents are going to focus on. So I've been working on everything, cliche as it is.
How much does that throw you off, having things changed up just 2 weeks before? How much does that throw you off, having to have things changed up from one opponent to another one just 2 weeks before?
I don't think it changes for me personally. It doesn't change up too much. A lot of guys want to focus so much on their opponent. Oh well, Eddie Alvarez is this tall and he does this and yada yada yada, and but Donald Cerrone, he's this tall and he does this, his reach is this, yada yada. Our focus at the MMA Lab is on what we're going to do, less on like what they're going to do. Obviously, they have a Mirko Krokop big left kick. You got to be aware of that. You got to pay attention to that. But for the most part, it's about what we're going to do, what we bring to the table, how we're going to make them react to us, how we're going to dictate the pace, dictate the conversation, start the conversation, all that sort of stuff. So as far as fighting Eddie and then Cowboy, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Both guys are going to make sure that we dictate the pace, the speed of the fight, and he's going to react to us.
Benson, you said he's a smarter fighter. Do you think it's smart for him to take a fight against you, former world champion, just 15 days after he just had a 3-round fight against a guy? Do you think that's very smart?
I think he said he's a smart fighter. I said I always say he's not a smart fighter. I would say yes, he's plenty smart, but those weren't my words exactly. Okay. But yeah, he I'm sure he is a smarter fighter. Taking fight on however many days notice it was a business decision, a business gamble. We'll see if it pays off for him. I'll make sure it doesn't.
Thanks, everybody.
Cool. Thanks, guys.